I don't think we told either of you guys this. We told Jada this. Cam had a show at the Apollo for the 20th anniversary of Come Home With Me.
This is like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
We're like, yo, we cannot miss this. So we hit Cam and we're like, oh, we're good. Great. We'll see you there. Whatever. Fucking celebrating that album in Harlem at the Apollo. Wayno was going to do like an interview.
Q&A.
We're like, we have to be there. We walk up there. We get up to the Apollo on 125th, and this camera crew is there like, it's the real. Hold up. Before you go in, can you stand underneath the marquee, and just while we have the sunlight, talk about the concert as if you saw it. Like, say what a hell of a night you had. And so, we get into like our fucking like performance bag, and we're just like, doing our AKAs, and we're doing like, yo, this was incredible. We wouldn't have missed this for the world. Like, shout out to Harlem. Like, we're talking about like $11.99. Like,
tell me what's about to happen.
We are killing it, right?
Yeah. And so then we go through security, and we have to give like put all our stuff through. And then
we say to the lady, we're like, hi.
Wait, you have to show your vaccine card. We showed our vaccine card.
Yep. You say, hi, I'm Eric, I'm Jeff, we're It's The Real. They are just like, never heard of you. We're like, okay,
all right,
cool.
no good.
No problem.
Don't worry about it.
We'll call the publicist.
Yeah.
We call the publicist, and she was just like, ask them again. And this lady's looked behind the glass. She's like, look, I get no pleasure out of telling you no, but like, you're not on the list. And the publicist says, I put in 3 names. You're 2 of them.
And she goes, like, oh, you want to know what? You guys might be on the backstage list.
We're like,
on 126? So we're like, yeah. So we say to the woman behind the window, we're like, excuse me, we might be on the backstage list. So sorry. There's a little skip in our step as we like run around the corner. We go through their security. We have to give our vaccine card. And then we get through, and they say, just 1 second. Do you guys have a rapid test from today?
And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Like this. Like
this is the one place in New York City that's still testing. Is at Cameron's show.
And by the way, we had shown up like tastefully late, right? Because we're like, we're not going to show up like on time or early or anything. So we're just like,
the rest of the black people was going to be late.
No. we knew Cam was going to be late. So we're like, you know what? It's 8:07 or whatever. They're like, there's got to be tents where you can get like a rapid test, 15 minutes or whatever. Go look for one of those. We're like, all right, cool. We exit. There's no tents. There's a spot across 125th Street that says COVID-19 testing. Closed at 8 o'clock. We're like, motherfucker.
I look on Google. There's a place called 24/7 Doctor a block away. Not 24/7. Not a doctor.
So Jeff goes, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get an Uber. We're gonna go up to Harlem Hospital. And so we jumped in an Uber. Went to 136th and Lenox. We hop out. There are people in the emergency room who are in desperate need of like real help, and we're like, hi, can you?
Y'all trying to catch the
Can you swab our nostrils real quick? They're like, get out of here. We're like, all right, cool. We go across the street. There is a pharmacy.
Yeah.
We walk into the pharmacy.
We get the thing. We go to a stoop on 136, and for 20 minutes we swab
on someone else's front steps, fucking swab, and like taking videos of ourselves like we're hostages, like to prove, because we're like, what are we gonna do? Show up with the actual test and be like,
Apollo, y'all are wrong for that, dog. You wanna know why? Everybody in Apollo had COVID.
I know. We were there. We're just like,
the fucking log you rubbed had COVID. Kiki Shepard, what's the lady that she had COVID?
We hop back in the
Ray
Uber.
True and the band had COVID. The fucking dressing rooms had COVID.
We hop back in an Uber. We go over there. You can hear the music already playing from inside. We hop out. All of Harlem.
The music had COVID.
All of Harlem is standing outside. Fucking Jewels and Twin can't get in, right?
Dog.
We go back up to security, and they're like, no chance. And we're like, what the fuck, right? We're showing them tests or whatever. Jimmy pulls up, hops out of his car, sees us. We're the first people he sees. And he's like, y'all can't get in? And Jeff goes,
we're too dangerous.
Right? So Jimmy loved that. And then he goes, look, if it was my shit, you'd be good. But because it's Cam's, and then he goes like this, and we walked home.
Get the fuck out of here.
We walked home from 125th, back down to our spot. And the worst part of this.
You walked from
125th down to the Upper West Side.
Right.
Why? Because we were like, fuck this.
It was a nice night. What do you mean, why?
They felt like that emoji. You know what they felt like? The emoji. Were you walking away? So they did the whole walk. That's how they felt.
It was the walk emoji, but there was also a hole.
And the worst part is that video is going to come out, and we're going to be like, you couldn't have missed this for the world. And like, what a hell of a show.
Apollo, once again, y'all should be ashamed of yourself not letting these brothers in, man. Because of COVID.